What's up? This is Pete with the Small Business Resource Center, and I wanted to update you on some of the interesting things that have been happening with the stock market and Biden's new American Family Tax Plan or American Family Plan. He did keep one promise. That would be, let's try to tax the rich. So when they say tax the rich, you have to really understand, in my opinion, they're not taxing the people that should be taxed, like Facebook, Amazon. These people don't care about this plan because they're not paying taxes anyways. Who is going to be penalized are people who make a fair amount of money, and they say the most affected are people who make over $1 million. So a lot of you are probably saying, well, I don't make over $1 million, so that doesn't matter to me. And great, let's tax the rich. But the problem is these are people who could be small business owners, a lot of them, or it could be some of your neighbors. And some of those people, when you increase their taxes, what ends up happening is they don't spend money, they don't give you a raise next year when it's time to get a raise, or various other things. So let's go over the tax plan so you can understand it. First of all, what they're likely to do is increase the taxes for capital gains 23.8% to 39.6%. Trump actually passed a regulation to lower it to 10%, and the top federal rate for capital gains would be 43.4%, which is pretty high compared to the 29% under the current law. When you're looking at a bunch of states, I'm going to pop this map up, hopefully it'll show up right here, and you're looking at a lot of states like New York, their tax would be 54.3%, California 56.7%, Oregon 53.3%, Minnesota 53.3%. When you're looking at these type of tax rates, you got to ask yourself an important question. A lot of people have been leaving states that are heavily taxed. And why is that? Well, I'm sure if you're one of the people who are being taxed quite a bit and you are paying your tax bills, you're probably saying, well, why am I staying here and making money here when I could just leave to a place with a lot less taxes? And like I mentioned, if a company or a person has to pay a huge amount of taxes, and next year when it comes down to you as a worker saying, hey, we have too much work and we need help, well, they may not have money to hire someone. When you're saying, hey, I'm working pretty hard, you think I can get a raise? Well, they may not have money to give you a raise. They may actually have to cut back on some employees. So there's a lot of reasons why a tax plan like this is not beneficial, because it doesn't really make people who aren't paying taxes pay taxes. And what it hurts is the small business owners and people who are a little bit wealthy, I would say. Because the people who know how to get around the tax laws, like Facebook's, GE, all these big corporations and banks, they're not paying it anyway, so they could care less. So let's look at the tax rates and see what the difference is. Under the current rate, I'm going to give you the state, the current rate, and then their proposed rate. So Alabama, 28.8%. They would go to 46.4%. Alaska, 23.8%, 43.4%. Arizona, 29.8%, 49.4%. Arkansas, 26.8%, 46.4%. California, 37.1%, 56.7%. Imagine being a millionaire and having to pay 56.7% tax. Do you think you're going to stick around? Probably not. California, 28.4%. Colorado, 28.4%, 48%. Connecticut, 30.8%, 50.4%. District of Columbia, 32.8%, 52.8%. Delaware, 30.4%, 50%. Florida, 23.8%, 43.4%. Georgia, 28.6%, 49.2%. Hawaii, 31.1%, 50.7%. Idaho, 30.7%, 50.3%. Illinois, 28.8%, 48.4%. Illinois, 28.8%, 48.1%. Indiana, 27%, 46.6%. Iowa, 32.3%, 48.6%. Kansas, 29.5%, 49.1%. Kentucky, 28.8%, 48.4%. Louisiana, 29.8%, 47%. Maine, 31%, 50.6%. Maryland, 29.6%, 49.2%. Massachusetts, 28.8%, 48.4%. Michigan, 28.1%, 47.7%. Minnesota, 33.7%, 53.3%. Mississippi, 28.8%, 48.4%. Missouri, 29.2%, 48.8%. Montana, 30.6%, 50.2%. Nebraska, 30.6%, 50.2%. Nevada, 23.8%, 43.4%. New Hampshire, 28.8%, 48.4%. New Jersey, 34.6%, 54.2%. New Mexico, 27.3%, 46.9%. New York, 34.7%, 54.3%. North Carolina, 29.1%, 48.7%. North Dakota, 28.5%, 45.1%. Iowa, 28.6%, 48.2%. Oklahoma, 28.8%, 48.4%. Oregon, 33.7%, 53.3%. Pennsylvania, 26.9%, 46.5%. Rhode Island, 28.8%, 49.4%. South Carolina, 27.7%, and it goes to 47.3%. South Dakota, 23.8%, it goes to 43.4%. Tennessee, 23.8%, and it goes to 43.4%. Texas, 23.8%, going to 43.4%. Utah, 28.8%, going to 48.4%. Vermont, 32.6%, going to 52.2%. Virginia, 29.6%, going to 49.2%. Washington, 23.8%, going to 43.4%. West Virginia, 30.3%, going to 49.9%. Wisconsin, 29.2%, going to 48.8%. Wyoming, 23.8%, going to 43.4%. So when you're looking at the capital gains changing that much, this, in my opinion, could be a start of a recession. Because the fact that when you tax people who are getting capital gains, let's say people flipping houses, people making money with their business, people making money off of stocks, they're going to invest less, because if they're not going to make a big profit margin, sometimes people are saying, well, is this really worth it? If you're going to flip a house and make $10,000 prospectively, that could be okay. But if things don't go perfect, and now you only made $5,000 and you have to pay 50% capital gains when you even want to take the chance, well, there's not even a guarantee that you'll make $10,000. So that whole scenario could turn into a financial loss or making nothing. And I've talked to people who flipped houses before and quit. Don't want to pick on the last real estate agent that had helped them, but they said they did 5 flips, they barely made any money, Sometimes they broke even, and a couple times they lost money. If you increase the capital gains to 40 to 50%, what do you think the chance of them making money are now? Extremely low. So there'll be a lot of less people investing, and that could be a start of a decline in economy, and it's the start of a recession. So this is my opinion. This is the Biden family tax plan or whatever you want to call it. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts or questions. Smash a like button if you're new, and subscribe if you're new. It's Pete with the Small Business Resource Center. Have a great day.